Looking to improve to 2-0 on the year, the Texas Tech Lady Raiders host the Lady Lions of Southeastern Louisiana. College basketball next on Fox. The United Supermarkets Arena on the campus of Texas Tech University in chilly Lubbock, Texas tonight. The home for college basketball is the Texas Tech Lady Raiders coming off a win last week, hosting the Lady Lions of Southeastern Louisiana out of the Southland Conference. Good evening, everyone. I'm Robert Giovanetti alongside of Andy Penny. A week ago, Lady Raiders were here at home in a morning game with a bunch of elementary school students running around. A big win against Niagara. Andy, now they have a chance to improve on that today against the Lady Lions team that's been around and played some big opponents already.
Absolutely. High energy for the Lady Raiders, 79-45 in their debut against Niagara 8 days ago. They're 1-0 on the year, and there's always that energy at the beginning of a season with new roster, personnel and how that goes, and so far so good. Great opening game. They get a tough opponent tonight, 0-3 Southeastern Louisiana, but three tough opponents. Texas Tech the fourth in a row for the Lions.
Let's take a look at tonight's scouting report brought to you by Carolyn. How about this for a newcomer? Lily Grant really started off hot for the Lady Raiders.
Well, welcome to the Lady Raider program. Lily Grant, the 6'2 junior center from the Bahamas. How about 26 points, 15 rebounds on 11 of 12 from the floor for her opening game in a Lady Raider uniform. She was named the Big 12 Player of the Week in that first week, so a great start for Lily Grant and really opens up the floor for Texas Tech, having that great center position down there, and it helps Ivonne CookTaylor, the scorer, the go-to scorer, as Candy Whitaker has called her here in her junior campaign, the 5'8 junior guard. She scored 17 in her opening game against Niagara. She'll be looked upon to carry the scoring load this season, especially from that wing spot, Ivonne CookTaylor.
Meanwhile, for the Lady Lions, three players in double digits, including Taylor Underwood.
Well, this is a team that loves to shoot the three-point shot, and it starts with Taylor Underwood, the 5'7 sophomore guard, leading the team currently at 11.7 points, 5.7 rebounds a game. Scored 26 against Auburn in their second game of the year, 6 of 11 from behind the three-point line in that game, 38% from behind the three-point line on the young season. And then on the inside, this is a team that does have inside presence with Nana Poole, a 6'1 senior forward, 10.3 points, 5.3 rebounds for her, 41% from the field, leads the team in blocks as well, so an inside presence there in Nana Brooks.
That's your scouting report brought to you by Carolyn, the official retirement community of Texas Tech Athletics. This is a game the Lady Raiders should win. This is an opponent they, I think, outmatch, and you think especially starting in the paint.
Well, absolutely. Texas Tech with much success, 40 points against Niagara in the paint in game one, and it's a Southeastern Louisiana team that gives up 49 points a game in the paint. Texas Tech should have many opportunities to get close to the basket. Easy bunnies, as the team likes to call it. Buckets from the block in the paint should be easy shots. And then how about some chemistry class? Of course, a young team with new personnel. It's a chance to improve on the offensive end and half court, transition, work on some execution. Tonight's a chance to get better offensively for Texas Tech.
Meanwhile, defensively, you mentioned it earlier, Coach Whitaker talked about this in her press conference. They'll get off the bus shooting threes.
SLU loves to let it fly. They average 27 three-point attempts a game, especially in transition. They like to just pull up really from not even the arc, but maybe 3-4 feet behind it. So Texas Tech's going to have to guard the perimeter, especially that arc. 27 three-point attempts per game, and then create some chances defensively. SLU averaging 25 turnovers a game. TCU should have some chances to turn the ball over, turn some defense into offense, especially in transition.
All right, how about this? Let's tip this one off. We'll do it when we come back after these messages. You're watching Texas Tech TV on Fox. Texas Tech hosting Southeastern Louisiana here at the United Supermarkets Arena. Robert Giovanetti and Andy Penny here with you. The Lady Raiders 1-0 on the year. Southeastern Louisiana 0-3 on the season. You see, so far, the Lady Raiders 79 points in their first game. They had 47 rebounds. As you look at the team comparisons between these two that will go at it tonight. The third member of our broadcast crew tonight is Justin Nusser. Let's go courtside to Justin.
Guys, you talked about the three-point shooting from Southeastern Louisiana. I talked to Coach Whitaker before the game. She said defensively, her players have got to get out to the perimeter. They have got to contest every one of those shots.
All right, Justin, thank you very much. Justin's debut here with us on Texas Tech TV. As you see, head coach for Southeastern Louisiana, Yolanda Moore, in her second season. She also was head coach for a year at LSU Eunice, and so Yolanda Moore, who's had a lot of success on her own. Let's go to the tonight's starting lineups brought to you by American Campus Communities. For Southeastern Louisiana, Stewart, Poole, Underwood, Anderson, and Hernandez. And then for the Lady Raiders tonight, they're starting lineup. This third time we've had that starting lineup for Southeastern Louisiana. They've started fourth time. They've started the same lineup every year. And for Texas Tech, you will see, there we go. We got CookTaylor, Bowser, Brooks, Grant, and Rowe. The lineups are brought to you by American Campus Communities, where students love living. So we are underway here, and if you're just joining us or haven't been paying attention to women's basketball, the rule change, Andy, this year we're going to the quarter system, so 4 10-minute quarters.
And split up the 20-minute halves into 4 10-minute quarters for the two teams. A little bit different dynamic. The two teams still adjusting to that, but so far, Coach Candy Whitaker, a fan of the four-quarter look.
So we have a charge called, and we'll go the other way. Take a look again at the other group of starting lineups. Your KC Carpet 1 starting lineup. So as you look at the Lady Raiders, as Bowser will bring it up for Texas Tech.
Again, the goal tonight for Texas Tech, trying to get the ball into the paint, get some easy shots. Of course, Lily Grant with a great start in her first game with the 26 points, 15 rebounds.
CookTaylor with the travel. So off to a slow start. Turnover for the Lady Raiders.
Back-to-back possessions to start with turnovers. Tech only had 13 turnovers in the game against Niagara, and that's a big number for the backcourt of this team. Is assist-to-turnover ratio 20-13 in their opener, but 2 early turnovers here.
Rowe comes down with the rebound. Stewart had put up the shot. You know, Rowe is one of those players, we talked about this, Andy, last year. Sometimes it doesn't look pretty, but she just manages to get things done and be at the right place at the right time.
She's not one that fills a stat sheet. She's the one that does the small things that you don't see in the newspaper.
Bowser for 3. Puts Tech up early. Little taste of the medicine for Southeastern Louisiana. They like to put up the 3, lead the Southland Conference in 3 points attempted. Nice little spin move. Doesn't go, but Stewart is there for the putback.
Offensive rebound on the backside, and a good job of backside block positioning by Stewart for the offensive rebound and the putback. See a little 2-3 zone here for the Lions. They want Tech to have to shoot the ball from the outside. They know what Grant did in her opening game.
From the other side, that's Brooks. So they kick it around, and Brooks puts up the 3. So 2 threes for the Lady Raiders to get things going here early on.
Tech not afraid to shoot it. Made 9 threes in their opener.
Poole posting up Rowe down low, and that's twice on the last 2 possessions. They've tried to get it down low to Poole.
Well, we talked about the 3-point shot of the Lions, but they really work it inside. Poole, of course, one of those 3 in double digits.
Nice give and go from CookTaylor and Rowe. Rowe with the assist, CookTaylor with the bucket. 5 points early. There's a long-range 3. You mentioned this earlier. Underwood put up the long-range 3. Doesn't even come close.
Well, this is a team, again, on the year. They've shot 92-point shots, 81 from
Grant.
3.
Grant picks up right where she left off against Niagara. Now, 12 of 13 from the floor this season.
Yeah, 11 of 12 in that opener. And Coach Whitaker at the press conference yesterday said, I asked her after the game, are you going to keep that up every game, 11 of 12? So far, so good.
Well, the pace right now is frenetic. A couple of chances, and Poole with the rebound and putback.
That'll have to be cleaned up. Too many second chance opportunities. 6 points on the board for the Lions, and 2 of those are from offensive rebounds and putback.
Brooks for 3, got it. The third 3 of the night for the Lady Raiders here in the first quarter. Sounds funny to say that, doesn't it, the first quarter?
Perfect so far, 5 for 5, 3 of those from behind the arc.
Underwood, miscommunication with Anderson and throws it away. Dia Olabode will enter for the Lady Raiders.
We have to love
Scovin in for Southeastern Louisiana.
Excuse me, Robert. Have to love the energy here, the early going from this one. Up and down pace.
Warren also enters for Southeastern Louisiana.
And Tech scored 24 in their opener in the first quarter against Niagara, so came out of the gates on fire. Doing that again here, perfect 5
Nice
for 5.
look by Bowser. Brooks doesn't get it, but gets the putback. That doesn't go, and she'll go to the free throw line.
You're already seeing how Ryan Bowser pays off the point guard position. Good entry pass, even though Brooks unable to finish there. But you know, Coach Whitaker talked about that. Loves having Bowser at that point guard position. Here Brooks at the free throw line had to play so much of the #1 spot last year and take care of the basketball. But Brooks, her natural position is that shooting guard. Her and CookTaylor now both out on the wing with Bowser running the point. You're going to see a lot more offensive production really from all 3 of those players, Bowser, CookTaylor, and Brooks, all in their natural position.
So makes them both. Tech up by 9. A spin move by Underwood. Olabode comes away with it.
A chance to push, one of our keys tonight.
Underwood got herself in trouble. Brooks kicks it out to Olabode. Olabode will take that shot if given. Called the travel, the 3rd turnover of the night here for Texas Tech. Peaches Anderson back in the ball game for Southeastern Louisiana. Underwood will sit.
See a little pressure here to keep the pace going at the pace that Texas Tech likes, up and down the floor. Starting that man-to-man defense. The too high look here for the Lady Lions.
Poole got it down low to Felton, and Felton will go to the free throw line. So I think they called it on the floor. Or not. No, she's going to go to the free throw line, shooting 2. So here we are early on tonight. Texas Tech with the 9-point lead. Felton misses the first. Caprice Dean enters for Texas Tech, and Andy, she is quick.
Well, she's a good one, true freshman. Vista Ridge High School down the Austin area. He was 18 and a half as a senior last year.
Grant comes in, and Rowe will take a seat. Felton misses the second. Grant comes down with the rebound.
You're not going to see a drop-off at the point guard position. Dean running the show.
You got to like what Candy Whitaker has done here in her 3rd season, how the recruiting has changed. You got some players on the bench that have transferred in, have to sit out this year, that are going to make a difference. Future very bright for Texas Tech Lady Raider basketball. Called a jump ball, and it'll go Southeastern Louisiana's way.
Well, I think you're right. I think it's that year 3. You usually see that when the head coach comes in and has the opportunity to build a team of her recruits, and Coach Whitaker's done that so well. You're already seeing just a team that looks so much more physically athletic on the floor.
Nice give and go there, and a good bucket by Felton. Good look. Down inside, you have Southeastern Louisiana right now, 4 of 10 from the floor. Brooks for 3, got it. 4 tonight for the Lady Raiders. The 3rd for Brooks. She has 11 points.
You know, the other night it was out inside out with the inside game opening up the outside game. Tonight, early going, it looks like it's going to be the 3-point line that's going to allow some driving lanes and some post-up opportunities as the game continues.
Poole drives Olabode to the bucket. Draws the foul, and we're going to take a break. Texas Tech leading it by 10 early. You're watching Texas Tech TV on Fox.
American Campus Communities, where students love living. With 6 unique communities all located just steps from the Texas Tech campus, no matter what you're looking for, American Campus has got you covered. With unmatched modern amenities, including fully loaded game rooms and state-of-the-art computer and fitness centers, outdoor recreation including resort-style swimming pools, plus a variety of spacious floor plans with private bedrooms and bathrooms and designer interior finishes. You're going to love it here. AmericanCampus.com. Apply online today.
The perfect beer for literally dropping the beat.
What is that?
Texas Tech with the early 10-point lead here in the first quarter against the Lady Lions of Southeastern Louisiana. And Andy, it's been all about the three for the Lady Raiders, 4 of 4 from beyond the arc.
Great start. Ryan Bowser with one of those. And then how about Raven Brooks, 3 for 3 from behind the arc, both sides of the wing. And right here off a nice handoff from Grant. Grant to Brooks, 3 for 3, 11 points already for Raven in double figures. And again, we talk about her natural position, that shooting guard position. Career highs at 26. She's already at 11. We're just 5 minutes deep on this thing.
Lady Raiders are white hot from the floor, 86% overall, 100% from beyond the arc. Let's go back to Justin, see what he's got.
Robert, Coach Whitaker talked to her team in the huddle right there and said that they need to start guarding the layups. They need to get in the paint and guard the paint. They're giving up too many points in the paint.
Andy, it's funny when you were telling me during the break when we were away that you're talking about the Lady Lions getting their points down in the paint. Another 3 that's air ball. But Grant there with the rebound and the putback.
Well, you look at the numbers for the Lady Lions. All 8 points have come in the paint. It's a team that comes in only averaging 13 points in the paint per contest, already with 8 tonight.
There's
another dribble drive
by Hernandez, who entered the game.
You have to give credit to the Lions attacking the basket. You knew the game plan. Of course, the stats show 27 three-point attempts a game. You knew the game plan, and the coming in would be guard the three-point line, and Louisiana doing the opposite.
Dean had pulled her defender off of her, and then she drove to the bucket and gets called for the charge. So Jamie Rowe will come back into the game. Fielder took the charge for Southeastern Louisiana. And again, Andy, we're seeing a little full court pressure for the Lady Raiders.
Again, I think this is an inexperienced backcourt for Southeast Louisiana. Turn the ball over 20-plus times a game. So just trying to create some more opportunities. There's one there.
And Dean flipped it away. Oh, behind the back pass. Dean's not able to convert. Olabode tried to get the rebound, but it goes out of bounds. But how about that on the move? The behind the back pass from Brooks. Dean just not able to convert.
Well, good job of spreading the floor, both sides of the paint, but pretty pass. But Dean caught a little bit up under the basket, had to use the left hand, but did not have the angle off the glass to finish.
I think we saw, though, on the turnover, Dean with those quick hands, being able to force Anderson into the turnover on the steal. Hernandez drives, puts it up. Fielder there for the rebound, not able to hang on to it.
Well, Tech fortunate there. Beat off the dribble. Rowe beat off the dribble. The offensive rebound was there. Just last touch going out of bounds. That's something that we'll have to clean up for Texas Tech. Just too easy on the driving lanes to get to the basket. Help defense had to come over, and that allowed the backside block to be open.
Tipped away. Grant fought for it. Southeastern Louisiana comes up with it, and they're on the move. Hernandez with a great pass to Poole. Brooks there with the block. So just under 3 minutes to go. Southeastern Louisiana on the move.
There a chance for Louisiana to push in transition, able to do that and draw the foul.
It's the third team foul. Poole goes to the free throw line. Poole with 4 points tonight, 2 of 4 from the floor. Misses the first. Poole comes into the game averaging just over 10 points and 5 rebounds a game. Senior out of Magnolia, Mississippi. She makes the second. Cut the lead back to 9. Shea Stewart will replace Poole for the Lady Lions, and you see Bowser now replacing Dean, and will run the show for the Lady Raiders.
Lions stayed in a man-to-man look. They started in a zone. That's where Tech got hot. Now in that man-to-man.
Got to look. Love the tenacity there by CookTaylor to stick with it after she missed the first shot, but got the rebound. But what about the look from Grant at the top and finding CookTaylor underneath? Took an assist away when she missed the bucket, but still, you got to like it. Underwood throws up the three, doesn't go, and Bowser there for the rebound.
A chance to push again. Boy, look at Bowser. Look at the floor. She goes up the floor.
Draws the foul from Underwood.
And you talk about Lily Grant and Coach Whitaker, high praise here in the early going of her junior season, the junior college transfer from Trinity Valley, as you see the charge, or the foul, the block out in the open floor. But Coach Whitaker talked about Lily, just great hands, rebounds the ball well. She can shoot the 15-foot jump shot. Her passing ability, which we just saw, just high basketball IQ, which Coach Whitaker, easy praise for her yesterday at the press conference.
Olabode thought about the three, drives into the lane, gets it to go. A little better look for her, I think, down there close to the bucket.
Well, the scouting report on Dio is she's good from that top of the key with that three-point shot. So good to see her put that on the floor, get a little closer. Nice easy bucket from 6 feet out.
Cook now leads it by 13. Grant with the layup out of nowhere. And she's put up some quiet numbers, Andy. She's got 4 points, 4 rebounds here in the first quarter.
I think we're going to see with Grant over the course of the year on a stat sheet, another travel. She's going to be one that's going to be close to double-doubles every night.
She 6 double-doubles in her sophomore year at Trinity Valley Community College. You talked about her being a junior college transfer, including 31 rebounds in a game. She averaged a double-double over the course of the season last year. I like what I've seen out of Bowser, too. I think a much more well-rounded game out of Bowser this year than her first year here. There's another steal for the Lady Raiders. CookTaylor goes coast to coast. She now has 6 points, and the lead is a game-high 15.
One of our keys tonight, defense to offense. Create some chances, easy bucket. CookTaylor took advantage.
There'll be a foul underneath. That'll be on Olabode. As we look at the steal, CookTaylor there gets in the passing lane and goes right to the bucket. Neglected to mention earlier that Zuri Sanders had entered the game. Olabode called with a foul. Saw Zuri knock the ball away. Sanders also a newcomer this year, a freshman out of Evansville, Indiana. Stewart makes 1 of 2.
That's a big find, Sanders, out of high school, out of the Indiana ranks.
I think Brandy Poole on the Texas Tech coaching staff can take a little credit for that, working her old stomping grounds.
Yep.
CookTaylor.
Of course, Coach Whitaker, a little history at Valparaiso. Of course, she made her way back here to West Texas.
Just an errant 3, but the ball thrown away. I think one of the things that will be easy for Candy Whitaker to talk about in the break is the 8 turnovers here in the first quarter. Fight underneath. Stewart and Bowser were there. The ball will go Texas Tech's way. And Tech leads it by 16, Andy. They've 73% from the floor, and I think what's really even keeping it closer than it even could be is the 8 turnovers.
Yeah, just missing out on some opportunities. Chance to hold for the final look here in quarter number 1. Again, making the change from quarters to half, or half to quarter.
Tech has made its last 4 field goal attempts. Bowser pulls up, air ball, but Sanders there, but dribbles it out of bounds. That'll be the 9th turnover for Texas Tech here in the first quarter. So with 4.3 seconds left, the Lady Lions will have to try to get something up quickly. Hernandez going to throw one up from beyond the half-court line. Doesn't go. So Texas Tech will lead it after 1 by a score of 28-12. We'll be back after these messages. You're watching Texas Tech TV on Fox.
Envision yourself on the front porch enjoying a cold glass of iced tea as the sun fades over the horizon. We could turn that dream into reality with a home loan from Capital Farm Credit. In addition to financing land and livestock, we also offer loans to purchase, refinance, and construct homes. And if you want to buy a second home for a tranquil escape, we offer competitive rates and terms. Let us finance your dreams. CapitalFarmCredit.com.
University.
Texas Tech Lady Raiders leading the Lady Lions of Southeastern Louisiana 28-12 as we start the second quarter. This is the second game of the year for the Lady Raiders. Let's take a look at the Plains Capital Bank upcoming schedule, and it sets up really nicely for Texas Tech as they've got Idaho State next, then they'll go to Las Vegas and take on Fordham and Washington before coming back home to take on Abilene Christian. You look there, conference play will start on December 30th, but a lot of games there in December for Candy Whitaker and the Lady Raiders go to build up that one-loss record. The upcoming schedule brought to you by Plains Capital Bank. Ride with the good guys at Plains Capital Bank. Let's go back courtside to Justin Nusser.
Robert, you talked about the turnovers. Coach Whitaker just talked about it in her huddle. She said you gotta quit turning the ball over. You're giving them too many opportunities to stay in this game.
Again, 9 turnovers in the first quarter for the Lady Raiders to just 4 for the Lady Lions of Southeastern Louisiana. As we start the second quarter, Texas Tech will start with Bowser, Rowe, Sanders, CookTaylor, and Olabode. That's the lineup to start the second quarter. Underwood, Hernandez, Stewart, Warren, and Poole on the floor for the Lady Lions. Bowser gets it out to Rowe.
I'll tell you, Robert, we make it sound of what could have been in that first quarter with 9 turnovers. You look up, there's 28, now 30 points on the board.
Olabode with her third and fourth point of the night. Tech now 12 of 17 from the floor. You'll win a lot of games at that percentage, 71%.
And points in the paint at 8, and again the 3-point shot 4 out of 5 in first quarter.
Poole from near the top of the key over the top of Olabode. She has 7 points tonight, 7 points and a rebound for Poole. The ball stripped away from CookTaylor. The alternating possession arrow pointing towards Southeastern Louisiana, so the Lady Lions will get the ball. Not sure why. Something tossed over towards us, and I'm not sure how we got that, but there you go, off the floor. So again, a little full court pressure being applied by Bowser. She'll be on Underwood. Made it a little difficult for Hernandez to get it in, and again, just a little something to apply some pressure all the way down the floor for Underwood. There's CookTaylor again getting in the passing lane, again taking it coast to coast. What a move, gets the bucket. 10 points for CookTaylor, and Tech up by 18.
Boy, not only a great steal, but a great finish.
Seen her do that twice now tonight, Andy. She's got the steal, and then she knows what to do with it. She goes right to the other basket.
She can see the steal here, boy, great vision. She knew the offense. That's watching film study, but then watch the little drop step, keep the ball high as the defender Underwood goes up underneath her. That's a great finish. There's some experience in that junior.
Bree Warren on the free throw line for the Lady Lions. Warren misses the first. Warren comes into this game averaging 7.7 points a game. Grant back into the game for Texas Tech, as well as Dean. Warren makes the second. So lead at 17.
Southeastern picked up the pressure when Dean came in at the point guard position, this time just man-to-man.
Sanders, that's the first 3-point miss of the night for Texas Tech. I take that back second. Olabode also missed. Grant comes down with a rebound. Grant's 5th rebound, and then almost threw it away. Get a good look there at Bree Warren. So the lead at 17. And I think, Andy, at this point, what you want to do is just not get sloppy. Keep running your offense, doing the things you want to do, and just keep the Lady Lions an arm length away.
Again, new look, different 5 on the floor here, and another travel down low.
The 11th turnover of the night for Texas Tech.
Hey, this is that chance, again, with a nice, comfortable lead at 18, chance to try some different combinations out on the floor.
Tech out rebounding Southeastern Louisiana by 10, 15-5. There's another rebound for Texas Tech, but then the ball almost thrown away. CookTaylor there, then overthrows Dean. That possession seemed doomed from the get-go.
CookTaylor should know better there. She's the experience with Dean running the floor. Really a 2-on-4 break anyway. Dean running the floor, center of the floor. CookTaylor forced a pass that sailed well out of bounds.
See, Stewart will sit for the Lady Lions.
And those are offensive opportunities that we'll have to clean up as Big 12 play gets closer.
Anderson bringing it up for Lady Lions. There's DeLon, who's entered the game. And then there's a travel for Southeastern Louisiana.
I tell you, Robert, I'm really surprised Southeastern is pounding the paint as much as they are, with the scouting report being they're going to shoot the three-point shot. So far, just 3 attempts. We're now 12 minutes into this thing, just 3 attempts. They are 0 for 3, but have really been diligent in working the ball and getting it to the inside.
Another turnover, and Underwood with left hand doesn't go. Rowe there for the rebound. Grant goes right to the bucket. Gets the basket. Grant 3 for 3 from the floor.
I see the beneficiary of bad transition for the Lions, and she's the only one still back. Good transition for the Lady Raiders.
Poole missed for the 3. So the lead at 19 now.
It's good to see in the scoring column the 2 scorers for this team, the ones that will be called upon to score points, with Raven Brooks and Ivonne CookTaylor already into double figures. Grant making her way there already with 6 on the inside.
CookTaylor from way downtown gets it to go. She now has 13.
And she really understands her role. You know, Amber Battle's not here anymore, and Amber was looked upon the last 2 years to really carry the scoring load, majority of the scoring load. CookTaylor understands that's now her role.
Grant there for the rebound. 6 rebounds now for Grant to go along with her 6 points. Dean goes right to the basket, draws the foul. That's on Caitlin Underwood, her 2nd foul.
A little hesitation, finds a driving lane, draws some contact, get to the line.
So Dean on the free throw line. She is 0 for 1 from the floor tonight. She has a rebound and an assist. She misses the first.
She's listed at 5'6". Again, a great high school career for Dean. Cedar Park, Vista Ridge, 36-3, her senior year. And
makes the second.
That free throw, first point in her Lady Raider career.
CookTaylor leads the way tonight for Tech with 13. Brooks with 11. The lead at 23 for Texas Tech.
Tech now switching on that high post screen.
Steal by Rowe, knocked away. CookTaylor comes up with it. Here comes Dean. We'll see how quick she is. She'll go to the bucket, gets it. So that break run to perfection by the Lady Raiders, who are now on an 8-0 run over the last minute plus. Here's another steal. Rowe gets the layup, and all of a sudden the lead is 27. And that'll be a timeout for the Lady Lions of Southeastern Louisiana. We will take a break. Tech with its largest lead of the night. You're watching Texas Tech TV on Fox.
The morning after Easter, I got to the station and started to read the news, and I couldn't talk. Pulmonologist read the CT scan and said, "You've got a tumor the size of an artichoke in your chest, and I've got to send you to an oncologist here at Covenant." He said, "We can't hesitate. You've got stage 4 cancer." The nurses at Covenant, I felt like I was part of their family. They were definitely part of my family because I didn't have any family down here. I felt very fortunate. I didn't have to go to Dallas or Houston for treatment. I could stay here in Lubbock and get treatment at Covenant.
Raise your glass to Lubbock, the toast of West Texas.
80% of all Texas wine grape production happens right here on the South Plains.
Come to our award-winning wineries.
Pour a glass with our nationally renowned winemakers.
Sample wine straight from the barrel.
Or open a bottle with some new friends.
From the vine
to the table. Lubbock is the perfect getaway destination for any wine lover.
So come on out to Lubbock.
This is wine country.
This is West Texas.
Here at Plains Capital Bank, we know a thing or two about teamwork, and we know that being successful takes a lot of hard work and effort. Most importantly, we know the value of supporting the scholastic and athletic endeavors of students in our community. That's why Plains Capital Bank has been an avid supporter and loyal fan of the Texas Tech Red Raiders for 28 years. Plains Capital Bank, helping provide the momentum for success. Wreck 'em Tech.
Okay.
Texas Tech on a 10-0 run has opened up a 42-15 lead over the Lady Lions of Southeastern Louisiana. And Tech has done a lot in transition. 10 points off turnovers right now. 10 fast break points also for the Lady Raiders, Andy.
Yeah, good job. Jamie Rowe doing her thing. That's her stat filler-upper is the steals. This time she's able to finish herself with the steal. Back-to-back possessions.
Let's go courtside to Justin.
Robert, when Coach Whitaker's team came to the bench, she commended them on how well they've been getting into passing lanes. She says, keep up the quick feet, make sure to get in those passing lanes, and keep getting the steals.
All right, Texas Tech leading it 42-15. Again, that's the largest lead of the night. A 10-0 run. Tech has made its last 4 field goals. The Lady Lions have not scored in just about 3 minutes. They're on a 2:59 scoring drought.
Tech going to keep on the pressure here. Full court pressure.
The Lions have missed their last 5 field goals. They are 6 of 23 from the floor tonight.
Robert, you mentioned the 10 fast break points, which have been here in the last few minutes, which go in the points in the paint category as well. 16 points in the paint now for Texas Tech to Southeastern's 10.
There is a 3 for Warren.
And the first 3 made tonight. A team that averages 7.5 three-pointers made. That's their first one halfway here through the second.
Poole comes away with it. Dean kind of threw up the floater. Lady Lions have just made one of their last 6. And again, Dean gets in the passing lane, steals the skip pass. Tech on the break. Dean kicks out to Rowe. Rowe wide open for 3, doesn't go. But Grant there for the rebound. Off the dribble, misses. There's Sanders for the putback. That doesn't go. Poole comes away with the rebound. So Grant has her 1 miss for the night, right? She missed just 1 the other night against Niagara. She's now 3 of 4 from the floor. Guarding on the other end. Nice defensive job on the other end. And Rowe comes away with it. Stewart couldn't get the close-in look to go.
Bowser elects no numbers this time. Set up a little half-court offense. Both point guards on the floor with both Dean and Bowser.
Nice job by Bowser kicking it out. Doesn't go. Rowe misses the 3. Grant for the rebound. Grant now with 8 boards on the night. Dean doesn't get it to go. And Anderson runs it down for the Lady Lions. They're on the move. Hernandez puts up the floater over Bowser. A little 5-0 run for the Lady Lions to cut it to 42-20. And Candy Whitaker will call a timeout, not liking the looks of what she has seen right now from her team coming out of that last timeout.
Again, it's a Lady Lion team that scores majority of their points in transition, and Coach Whitaker talked about the transition 3-point shots, but this time Anderson pushes a little bit closer to the bucket. Check that, Hernandez a little bit closer to the bucket and able to make the floating shot.
You can now receive official breaking news alerts from Texas Tech Athletics directly to your phone. Text Red Raiders to 90561 or visit texastech.com/alerts. Red Raider mobile alerts presented by Subway is absolutely free. Text Red Raiders to 90561. So Texas Tech leading it by 22, 42-20. Tech is cooled off a little bit, Andy, from the floor. They've missed their last 6 field goal attempts. They're now shooting 59% from the floor.
Well, it's good. Excuse me, Robert. As good as the half-court offense was in quarter number 1, it's not been as fluid here in quarter number 2. Tech scoring majority of their points here in the second quarter, courtesy of transition offense. Good defense leading to easy layups down close to the bucket. But the half-court, not quite as fluid as it was in quarter number 1.
So lead at 22. Sanders off the dribble. Poole with a defensive effort comes away with the rebound. Poole with 4 boards now on the night, 7 points, 4 rebounds.
Tech cleared the floor that time for Sanders.
Hernandez from way downtown gets it to go. She now has 7, an 8-0 run now for Southeastern Louisiana over the last 2 minutes. You got to like the fact that the Lady Lions didn't just shut down after they fell behind by 27.
That's the beauty of the three-point shot. It can get you back in a basketball game in a hurry.
Dean draws the foul on the floor. Take another look at the three.
As a matter of fact, Southeast Louisiana was down close to 30 against Auburn in their second game of the year before it was Taylor Underwood who got hot in that game. 6 of 11 three-pointers, pulled back within single digits before Auburn held on to win by 12. But shows you, live by the three, die by the three. Heard that so many times before.
So CookTaylor. Sanders at the top. Brooks, who was hot early on, been quiet recently. CookTaylor doesn't go, but Sanders comes in and fights for the rebound. Like Sanders' energy early on, we've seen a lot out of her. She fights there for that rebound and draws the foul. Bowser at the top will look to reset. CookTaylor will draw back out from the corner. Brooks got it. So Brooks, after I said she had quieted down, now has 14. She is 4 of 4 from beyond the arc.
That's a pretty jump shot. You give her any sort of time at all, any look at the bucket, she's going to finish.
There's the steal. Now we've got CookTaylor and Bowser. CookTaylor gets the basket.
Perfect.
How about that? Very nice.
Yeah, perfect execution here. You get the steal, get the ball into the hands of your point guard. Great court vision. Split the difference, going down the paint. Nice little bounce pass, nice finish. CookTaylor, I tell you, Bowser will get the deflection there, but CookTaylor's had her hands in the passing lane a lot tonight. Bowser doing her job, playing her role as the point guard there. Had an opportunity. She probably could have forced a layup attempt, but didn't have the proper angle. Kind of the front side of the rim, the top part of the rim. Waited for CookTaylor. One dribble and a three-point play.
Executed perfectly. CookTaylor now has 16. She is 7 of 9 from the floor. 16 points, 2 rebounds for CookTaylor. From 3, doesn't go. Now to McKenzie, who had entered the game, hits the floor. 2:20 left to go here in the half. Tech up by 25. Now Bowser comes away with it. Good awareness there by Warren. She gets the steal and the bucket. She's standing right here in front of us about the midcourt line, saw that pass, anticipated, got in the passing lane, stole it, and finished. Rowe off the dribble, goes right to the basket, off the glass and in. Jamie Rowe now with 4 points.
So fundamentally sound. Again, she's a role player. She'll play her role, but that time saw an opportunity and went and finished.
Poole on the other end. She now has 9 points. Lead back to 23. CookTaylor with 16. Brooks with 14 tonight for Texas Tech.
You're seeing a man-to-man here by the lines, but not much fluidity as
Bowser. What a great look, a give and go, and a good job.
I was about to say not much movement in the offense there, but just when we say that, a nice little backdoor cut and an easy layup for Bowser.
Bowser now with 5 points. Fielder. Cuts it again back to 23. On the other end. Doesn't go, and the foul called, and you see Brooks coming up just a little bit gimpy as she's walking it off. Nice. Good look here is
high-low with the backdoor cut.
CookTaylor, great job. She has 5 assists to go along with her 16 points. Brooks on the free throw line. She makes the first. She now has 15 points on the night. Scolvin comes in and Stewart comes in for the Lady Lions. Brooks 15 points, assist and rebound. Misses the second. Dean back in for Texas Tech.
Brooks last year the leader in assists, blocks, steals, minutes per game. Started every game, so she still started every game in her Texas Tech career here in year number 2. And 26, the career high last year against Kansas State, and already with the 15 tonight.
DeLon throws it in, and she's back in the game.
We're on a pace tonight to see Both CookTaylor and Brooks with career highs. CookTaylor's 23 last year at Kansas.
Little miscommunication there, and DeLon, not sure where she thought that pass was going. She pulled her hands back, and it was thrown out of bounds.
Now 11 defensive turnovers by Texas Tech. The Lions have turned it over 11 times. Texas Tech still 14. Probably the one area, maybe two areas here in the first half that have not gone the way of Texas Tech. Too many turnovers and points in the paint for the Lions.
Bowser draws the foul on Scolvin.
But when you look up at halftime and you're in the 50s,
I think you're happy with that.
That's a pretty good offensive first half.
Shooting just over 58% from the floor, 60% from beyond the arc. Bowser, who has 5 points now, 6 points.
And Bowser had 8 against Niagara. That tied her career high from a year ago. So she's well on her way to a new career high in scoring.
Makes them both. The lead back up to 26. Shot clock and the game clock just about a half second off. So again, you see Anderson drawing Bowser out. Goes down to the knees, but back up. Good defensive job by Bowser. Anderson throws up the floater, doesn't go. Rowe there for the rebound. And draws the foul. 5 seconds left on the clock.
It's a great defensive possession up top, with Bowser just playing great man-to-man defense and Rowe able to clean it up, defensive rebound, and in the bonus opportunity able to walk the floor and shoot some final free throws here in the half.
So Texas Tech really clean up their act a little bit in the second quarter as far as taking care of the balls. Rowe makes the first. And makes the second. So the lead at 28, which is the largest lead of the night. The three doesn't go. And so Texas Tech will go into halftime leading the Lady Lions of Southeastern Louisiana by a score of 57-29. A good first half, a great offensive experience here for the Lady Raiders in the first half. Justin Nusser is courtside with Coach Candy Whitaker.
Coach, 14 turnovers in the first half. What do you have to do in the second half to keep the ball in your possession?
Yeah, we got to make better decisions. We got sped up at times. We're trying to make things happen when it's not there. So we got to do a better job of taking care of the ball. When we catch, we had some silly travels. We just got to be confident with what our decision making is going to be and be better there.
12 fast break points. What do you tell your team in the locker room to come out with the same tempo?
Yeah, I love how we played out of the break. You know, anytime we got a turnover, I felt like we were converting, made pretty good decisions in fast break. We're playing at a high tempo and making shots, so playing well.
All right, Coach, thanks. Good luck in the second half. Robert, back to you.
All right, thank you, Justin. Thank you to Coach Whitaker as well. Texas Tech leads it by 28 as we go into the break. You're watching Texas Tech TV on Fox.
Out here, we do things a little different.
We remember those who came before us.
And proudly carry on that tradition. We win on the field.
We win in the classroom.
We win in life.
Into the end zone. Dives and catches. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Look, Texas Tech.
Go ahead and sign in.
You need a pen?
Mom says I'm so contagious.
Skip the chaos and the germs. Log in to waitfromhome.com. See wait times at over 15 UMC clinics. And when it's time to come in, we'll call or text. Skip the wait. Waitfromhome.com.
Texas Tech leading Southeastern Louisiana 57-29. You can tell it's a holiday feel here at the United Supermarkets Arena. Robert Giovanetti alongside of Andy Penny. A great first half for the Lady Raiders. Andy, just a very few things you could point fingers at if you're looking for some negatives, but a lot of positives, especially offensively.
I think the glass is half full here at halftime. 57 points, 58% field goal percentage in the first half, 6 for 10 for 3, what you're seeing right here. Raven Brooks with 4 of those in the first half and 15 points in the first half as well. 9 from 11 for the free throw line. 2 in double figures, 22 points in the paint, 7 steals, 13 assists, 12 fast break points as well. Jamie Rowe, a little spark plug here with the nice easy layup. And yeah, there's some downside. Too many points in the paint for Southeastern Louisiana and a few too many turnovers for Texas Tech on the offensive side. But at the end of the first half with 57 points on the board, I think all signs are looking up.
Yeah, and you got to love the play out of CookTaylor and Brooks. And you looked at Grant. Dean rather. She just had 7 points, 8 rebounds, and that's who kind of carried you against Niagara. She's been a little quiet offensively, but we can see what a force she's always going to be down low.
Well, I've been impressed with 1, the point guard play, and 2, the play on the inside, as you talked about with Grant closing into double figures as well. And Southeast Louisiana's done a nice job of getting to the bucket as well. As you're seeing some points there from Hernandez, and then a few three-point shots late in the half as Bree Warren hits one there. But really, Texas Tech doing a nice job, other than the turnovers, as you see Warren take advantage of here. Other than those turnovers, Texas Tech doing a pretty nice job defensively.
Lady Raiders lead it by 28. We'll come back with more here at intermission. You're watching Texas Tech TV on Fox.
Texas Tech University is proud of its commitment to excellence and diversity.
We are fearless in embracing our cultural differences and similarities,
and bring our diverse talents and experiences to Texas Tech.
Together, we are stronger personally and academically.
Let's continue making Texas Tech a world-class university.
By celebrating diversity and excellence.
And by teaching ethical leadership and striving for honor and respect evermore.
Welcome Tech.
What is love? Hola, amor. I'm on my way to the interview. Yeah, I'll transfer the money. Done.
What is love?
You got the tickets? Perfecto. I'll send you the money. Done.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
And done.
On your phone, online, on the go. Wells Fargo makes it easy to get banking done.
The Texas Tech University Health Sciences Center is more than a university. We educate a new generation who graduate to become expert healthcare providers. We bring hope and comfort, and we're changing the game. Because the more we learn, the stronger our community becomes. The Texas Tech University Health Sciences Center. Your life, our purpose.
Back here at the United Supermarkets Arena, Lady Raiders up 57-29. Now it's time for the College All Access Report brought to you by Mattress Firm. This year, our very own Rhiannon Rowley did a behind the scenes of the institutional spot. Take a look.
My brother sent me a link to a music video, and he just casually said in there, hey, this would be really cool for the institutional spot. And then I just sent it to Digital Base, and they're like, we have to do this. So that's where the idea was born.
We were up for the challenge, and we decided
We needed an expert, we needed a high-speed camera, and we needed a great location, and we needed all the elements that is Texas Tech.
You do a lot of pre-planning on this stuff. You do more pre-production than you probably do actual production time.
We will play out your scenes depending on what you're doing and work out that timing. But essentially, you will be your own judge of when they say 3, 2, 1, now. It's coming right sidewalk. Now is we hit record, and we're in 2 seconds, and we're out.
How do you accomplish something when you're trying to capture a moment in 2 seconds? Timing and luck and a lot of prayer, I think.
When we swing past you guys, it's going to be about 0.5 seconds actual flyby time.
She's still finishing that spin at the final part. So we're trying to catch the very last part before y'all take that pose where she's right at the top.
Come further this way. There you go.
It's right here. This is close. And we'll adjust you accordingly.
I was really nervous when we started. I've been nervous for days, and I could not be happier. I think we have the best institutional spot that we've ever done, and it's beautiful and it's amazing. I can't wait for Red Raiders everywhere to see it.
Texas Tech University.
57-29, Lady Raiders winning. We'll be back to the United Supermarkets Arena after these messages. You're watching Texas Tech TV on Fox.
American Campus Communities, where students love living. With 6 unique communities all located just steps from the Texas Tech campus, no matter what you're looking for, American Campus has got you covered. With unmatched modern amenities, including fully loaded game rooms and state-of-the-art computer and fitness centers, outdoor recreation including resort-style swimming pools, plus a variety of spacious floor plans with private bedrooms and bathrooms and designer interior finishes. You're gonna love it here. AmericanCampus.com. Apply online today.
Whatever USA, America's newly minted town. A place Bud Light founded on fun and filled with everything you've ever dreamed of. No, really, everything.
How did I get so lucky to come here?
And even the stuff you didn't dream of, but was way too awesome to leave out. A place reserved for people that welcome whatever comes their way. Stuff like this, and even this. They are not faint-hearted. They are adventurous, open-minded, spontaneous. And this is their playground. To these people everywhere, cheers.
Texas Tech leading Southeastern Louisiana 57-29 at the United Supermarkets Arena on the campus of Texas Tech University in Lubbock, Texas. Let's take a look at today's halftime stats brought to you by Coke Zero. And again, you see the field goals. Texas Tech really smoking hot. They're 58% from the floor, Andy. Just 35% for Southeastern Louisiana.
Yeah, 21 makes in the first half, and 6 of those from behind the three-point line. You throw in 9 of 11 from the free throw line as well. Yeah, 57 points. First time we've seen that since 2011. 50-plus points in a half. So great start for Texas Tech on the offensive end.
So Texas Tech leading it by 28. We'll be back for the second half. That was your look at the halftime stats brought to you by Coke Zero. You're watching Texas Tech TV on Fox. Time for the second half of action. Texas Tech leading Southeastern Louisiana 57-29 as we get ready to start the third quarter. Texas Tech will start with Bowser, Brooks, Rowe, CookTaylor, and Grant will be on the floor for the Lady Raiders. Robert Giovanetti and Andy Penny with you here, along with a good crowd on a chilly November evening in Lubbock, Texas. You see Jamie Rowe about to throw the ball in right here in front of us. Meanwhile, for Southeastern Louisiana, we will have Anderson, Poole, Stewart, Hernandez, and Warren will be on the floor. Took me a while to see that fifth one as you get a look there just at the end of the Lady Raider bench. Matt Corkery standing up, Lady Raider assistant, next to Melissa Maines to his left and Kenny Whitaker to his right. Texas Tech leading it by 28. And Andy, we're seeing a chance for Texas Tech to really maybe put up some historical numbers if they keep this pace up in the second half.
Yeah, we had to pull out the stat sheet here at half, some of the historical numbers there at the half. And it's been a long time since Texas Tech hit the century mark. Still a long way to go, but almost 11 years to the day, 2004, since the last time Texas Tech had 100 points.
Get down to McKenzie, and she misses the shot. I misspoke there. Dean and McKenzie were in the starting lineup, but you see Brooks and Grant are about to enter. So McKenzie will shoot two. Texas Tech 9 for 11 from the free throw line. McKenzie misses the first.
Excuse me, Robert. Looking at our keys to the game. Points in the paint, big for Texas Tech. That was one of our keys. And in the paint, 22 points in the paint in that first half. Guard the arc for Southeastern Louisiana. They love to shoot the three-point shot. They were just 2 for 7 from behind the arc there in that first half. And then create chances. Texas Tech defense to offense will about 7 steals in the first half, 12 fast break points for Texas Tech. So 3 check marks looks like for Texas Tech as far as our keys to the game tonight.
3 rebounds for Stewart. She got the rebound after McKenzie missed. And here come the Lady Raiders on the offensive side. 58% from the floor in the first half, 60% from beyond the arc. Bowser didn't have anywhere to go, kind of put it up, and Poole comes away with it. Foul trouble. Underwood for the Lady Lions, the only one in trouble with 3. Nice move by Hernandez, doesn't get the ball to go though. But Stewart there for the rebound, then from way downtown doesn't go, and Rowe will chase down that rebound.
Tech fortunate that Southeastern didn't score in that possession.
So as frenetic as that first half pace seemed, the second half starting out maybe a little more sluggishly for both teams.
This might be an opportunity to try to get into some half-court sets. Even if you have opportunities to run, Coach Whitaker might want to see some different half-court sets.
Bowser with the steal. Nice job. Anticipation, puts it up and in. Good job by Bowser. Now with 9 points, and I believe that is her career high. That's right.
New career high for Ryan Bowser, the senior point guard.
She did a very nice job, I think, of anticipating that pass. We're going to take a break. Tech leads it by 30. You're watching Texas Tech TV on Fox. Texas Tech leads it by 30 here over Southeastern Louisiana. Robert Giovanetti and Annie Penny with you alongside of Justin Nusser. You can join us for our next broadcast as Texas Tech hosts Hawaii. That's the men. Next Saturday, November 28th, broadcast coverage begins at 3 o'clock. Texas Tech Sports right here on Texas Tech TV on Fox. Speaking of Justin, let's go back to him.
Yeah, Robert, and during that huddle, Coach Whitaker said she up by 30, she still wants more action offensively. Look for the Lady Raiders to really be shooting from beyond the arc in the second half.
Texas Tech 6 of 10 from beyond the arc in the first half. Out shooting right now the Lady Lions by 2 from beyond the arc, and Andy, they come in averaging, I can do my math, almost 28 three-pointers a game. Speaking of the Lady Lions, they've just shot 8 today.
Yeah, 7.5 makes per game is what they came in making, and so far just 2. So good job protecting the arc now. See if Tech can clean it up down in the low block.
Got it down to Felton down low, but good defense, and then CookTaylor on the other end. Got it, and we'll get one to go with it. CookTaylor now with 18 points on the night. Take another look. Grant. Good outlet pass, and we've seen that CookTaylor does know how to finish.
And that starts with Grant down on the defensive end. Again, cleaning up that low block. Playing down in the low post on the defensive side. Good block by Grant. Nice assist on the outlet pass.
Rebound by Felton. Grant with 9 rebounds, but a good steal by CookTaylor. Thought about waiting for some help, but this takes it herself down the baseline. The lead now, a gaudy 34 points for the Lady Raiders.
And I tell you, Coach Whitaker talked about just the role of CookTaylor. She has to be the scorer, and didn't shoot well in the first game, 6 of 17 against Niagara, but she was impressed of the fact of 17 attempts. That means that, hey, she let a possession go. She didn't make every shot, but she kept shooting the basketball, and that's the role she has to play.
CookTaylor with the rebound, and then the fadeaway spin jumper.
That's quick 6 in a row right there for CookTaylor. 3 straight possessions.
Now has 22 points, 10 of 13 from the floor, and she has 4 rebounds and 5 assists.
And that's what scorers do. They just fill it up. They continue to shoot. Don't worry about missing 1, 2, 3. They know they're a good shooter. And just continue to shoot the basketball.
Grant will be called for the foul there on Scolvin. Driving to the bucket. That is Grant's first foul of the night. So Scolvin will be shooting too. She has no points so far on the night. Makes the first. The freshman out of Mandeville, Louisiana, averaging under a point a game. Makes them both.
Again, even though the spread's 34 points, it's a chance to work on a lot of offense here. There's still a lot of game time left. A lot of chance to get some film in, opportunities to improve.
Galon with the outlet pass, but it gets knocked away and rode there, and that'll be Texas Tech's ball. So turnover for the Lady Lions. Take a look at Candy Whitaker in her 3rd year. Again, we talked about this in the first half. Got some players on the bench that will help them that can't play till next year. CookTaylor feeling it right now. She now has 24. Lead is at 36.
Not only 24, but 11 of 14 from the field. She's picked up where Lily Grant was in game 1 at 11 for 12 from the field.
Well, if it hadn't been for the trip there, the Lady Raiders would have been off to the races. Galon.
Look at the hands in the passing lane. Just so much active hands, especially defensively. I can remember so many games we called last year, Robert, where we talked about how Texas Tech had a hard time getting into 5th gear. It seemed like they were in 2nd gear, just kind of going through the motions, and everything seems like tonight is in that 5th gear. You know, even with the turnovers, and Tech with 14, do not have a turnover yet here in the 3rd quarter, all 14 of those in the first half. Even with the turnovers, you can't fault the energy. I mean, Tech's made some mistakes. They've made some ill-advised passes. There's no doubt about that. But the energy level, the 5th gear mentality has been there since the opening tip tonight.
Lady Lions, wholesale substitutions. They changed out their entire 5 on the floor. What a good pass down to Grant. Doesn't go. Rebound pulled away by Warren.
Great court vision, Brooks. Of course, she played again a lot of point guard for this team last year.
Pool traveled.
Her first year here, had to play a lot of the point guard position. Back in her natural position at that shooting guard, but still can handle the rock, put it on the floor, make a great entry pass.
The thing that you have to like right now is that Olabode was, as we see her go to the basket and draw the foul, Olabode was really so much of the offense last year, and Andy, she's sitting here at 4 points today, and you're seeing Tech develop some other scores.
And I think that's going to be crucial as Big 12 play approaches here the end of next month, December. And yeah, Olabode last year led the team. And field goal percentage, 6 rebounds a game. She had 4 double-doubles. She was in double figures 9 times in scoring, a career high of 22 last year. 25 starts for Olabode last year, who has not been in the starting lineup here this year. But you know, she'll fight for minutes, and there's an internal competition for that playing time. But at the end of the day, it's one team, Lady Raiders, and a lot of depth. You're starting to see a lot of depth for this team. Of course, Dean with a lot of minutes in tonight's contest. So starting to build some depth at the point guard position with Bowser.
Anderson and Bowser kept fighting, knocked it away. Shot clock down to 8 seconds. And there's CookTaylor again getting in the passing lane and again finishing.
Career high now in points. Ivonne CookTaylor, 26 now with the steal and the layup.
26 points for CookTaylor, 12 of 15 from the floor. Andy, she is pesky defensive player as well. Brooks defensively knocks it away. Stewart there for the rebound. Hernandez trying to find an opening. And right now, sometimes defensively, it's almost like Tech's playing with 7. Grant knocks it away. So with 6 seconds left on the shot clock, Tech leading by 39. We'll take a break. You're watching Texas Tech TV on Fox. Texas Tech leading Southeast Louisiana by 39, 70-31. Robert Giovanni and Andy Penny with you. Let's go to Justin Nusser.
Robert, during that break, Candy Whitaker reminded her team, hey, the Lady Lions only have 6 seconds on the shot clock. She wants Zuri Sanders to get in there as the 5 to really and make sure they box him out because they're going to have to get a quick shot off with only 6 seconds on the shot clock.
Take a look at the 5 players on the floor right now for the Lady Raiders. Dean, Bowser, Brooks, Olabode, and Sanders, who Justin just talked about. Again, 6 seconds left on the shot clock.
Robert, Texas Tech now with 18 fast break points to Southeastern Louisiana's 2, 30 points in the paint to 12, 24 points off of turnovers. Speaking of turnovers, Tech with 14 in the first half have yet to commit a turnover here in half number 2.
I imagine that was probably something discussed at halftime. Poole didn't get it to go, and the Lady Raiders come away with it on the move. Dean, she is quick, and she goes coast to coast and finishes with the left hand.
Great court vision, 5'6". Again, both point guards on the floor, creating all sorts of havoc. Here's another steal.
Bowser with the steal and the finish. Bowser now with 11 points. She is the 3rd Lady Raider in double digits. CookTaylor with 26, Brooks with 15, Bowser with 11. CookTaylor taking a rest. There's another steal, this one by Dean. She'll get a chance to finish it off. And now it's just an embarrassment of riches. It's a 45-point lead. Southeastern Louisiana has not scored in over 3 minutes. Tech on an 11-0 run. And the Lady Raiders have made their last 4 field goals, and most of those have come from about that distance.
60%. 30 of 50 tonight, 6 of 10 from behind the three-point line.
Hernandez ends the run with the 3, her second 3 of the night. She now has 10 points, the first Lady Lion to be in double digits. Dean pulls up, doesn't go. And Hernandez fighting for the rebound and kicked away, and Bowser is there. So fresh shot clock. Tech with 13 steals on the night. CookTaylor with 7 of those. That's a career high. Dean with a running jumper gets it to go.
You know, Dean's playing the 2 right now with Bowser still on the floor at the point guard position. And, you know, she's developed into a little scorer. Of course, she could do it in high school at 18.5 a game as a senior. But You know, playing that 2 position, she's in there for CookTaylor. There's no drop off at all from that scoring position right now. Dean closing in on double figures.
Hernandez pulls up. She now has 12. Lead back to 42. A little full court pressure applied initially there by Stewart. And now Dean will bring it up. Dean, you know, she's feeling it. And then she pulls up again, doesn't go short. Fights for the rebound, but Hernandez, who's playing hard, comes up with it, but then Bowser is there. And then the foul called on Stewart, or on Warren, rather.
It's interesting to see Dean. I looked over at Coach Whitaker after that possession to see if she was upset with Dean. Dean, the point guard, just brought it down the floor. They spread the floor well for her, and she created off the dribble and took that jump shot from around the free throw line that didn't go. And I thought to myself, I wonder if Coach Whitaker's okay with that. Was that by design, or would she rather her freshman point guard, who she's talking to right now, would she rather her run some offense? But the look on Coach Whitaker's face, you're not upset with that. Not upset with that possession at all.
Rowe re-enters the game for the Lady Raiders. Brooks will sit. Bowser makes them both. She now has 13 points. 13 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists for Bowser. Scolvin gets knocked away. And another foul called down low on Stewart. Stewart in foul trouble. That's her 3rd foul. 4th foul, rather. Stewart with 4. Underwood has 3. Lady Raiders have 2 players, Olabode and Brooks, with 2 fouls. Olabode on the free throw line makes the first.
Yeah, just 16 fouls tonight for Texas Tech. That's been it.
I think, again, that as you see McKenzie re-enter for Texas Tech, Sanders will sit. You know, just more athletic, hard for the Lady Lions to keep up defensively as Olabode makes the second.
I'll tell you what, Southeastern, they'll be ready for conference play when it comes. You look at this gauntlet of a schedule that they've started with at Arkansas, Auburn, at Georgia Tech, now here at Texas Tech. That's a heck of a schedule.
Bowser gets the bucket. Draws a foul, and then we have an injury on the floor. Maybe there's no foul, just the injury on the floor. Bowser with 15 points. A lot of pain right now for the Lady Lions. So the lead right now is almost at 50. Let's take another look.
Well, it's a hustle play coming down the floor.
Oh, and they see the 2 crashed. Hernandez crashed into Warren. Yeah. Warren down on the floor. So hopefully she'll be okay as you see her there on the baseline. Looked like it was Hernandez who was trying to make a play. They ran into each other.
Well, and that's something you certainly don't want to see in a game like that. It's a hustle play. Can't fault Warren at all for the hustle. Long season ahead here for the Lions, something you really just don't want to see.
I hope the other case you see Coach Moore for Southeastern Louisiana looking on. Again, just a very tough injury. Coach Moore from Ole Miss graduate, her 2nd year here. The place has become deathly quiet. See Tyson Carter called in, the Tech strength and conditioning coach. So Coach Moore now going to walk over and check on her players, still on the floor. And the lead is at 48. 84-36, Tech leading it. I mean, take a look in, and Andy, again, you can hear her from here. I mean, she's clearly in a lot of pain.
Yeah, and it did not take long for the officials to call over some assistance. I think they knew in a hurry. Good to see her now sitting up. That's certainly progress.
So we're going to take a break. We'll come back after these messages. Tech leading it by 48. You're watching Texas Tech TV on Fox. The United Supermarkets Arena has gone a little quiet after Bree Warren carried off the floor. Hopefully she'll be okay as she got tangled in underneath under the bucket. And we're back underway, and Jamie Rowe will get called for the foul. Rowe's first foul of the night. You mentioned Tech just now with 7 team fouls on the night. Southeastern Louisiana with 18. Tech on a 6-0 run. They've made 6 of the last 8 field goals. Boy, Rowe there fighting for it, knocks it out of bounds, and it'll go off of Hernandez. It'll be Tech's ball.
Let's trademark Jamie Rowe. Just look at the hustle play. Just anticipate the dribble, poke it away. 5 feet later, dive on the floor, able to draw a foul.
Scolvin called for the foul.
And again, that's a stat you won't see necessarily in the stat book.
Tech looking to go up by 50.
Check out the line for Ivonne CookTaylor now tonight, leading the way, 26 points, 12 of 15, 7 steals, 5 assists.
Another turnover, the 15th turnover of the night for Texas Tech. First turnover of the second half. So it looks like it's going to be Warren's right knee, and apparently she's had some trouble with that throughout her career.
Tech switching on the man-to-man.
Poole goes to the bucket, draws the foul. That's Rowe's second foul here just in the last minute or so. So Poole goes to the free throw line, shooting 2. Poole on the night with 9 points and 5 rebounds. She is 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Makes the first. Lead at 47, 84-37. Ends a 6-0 Tech run. And she gets the second to go as well.
And Poole right on her average. Came in just over 10 points per game. At the free throw now at 11. 2 lines to get there now.
McKenzie gets the ball stripped away but keeps fighting for it. But Anderson comes away with it. Scolvin finds Hernandez for 3. Doesn't go. Dean down there amongst the big ones comes away with it. Rowe thought about taking the 3. We're down to a minute left to go here in the third quarter. Olabode from the baseline doesn't go. McKenzie over the top, comes away with a rebound.
And that's where McKenzie will help this team this year. She's not a scorer. She's just a hustle player. She's a role player just like Jamie Rowe. And that's where McKenzie will help the Lady Raiders here. Another opportunity.
Dean will go to the free throw line with 46.7 seconds left to go. Tech has not scored, Andy, 85 points since they scored 86 against Grambling State in 2013. So there you go for the 85th point. And we still have a quarter left to go, so 10 minutes left to go as, again, you're starting to see some historical numbers put up offensively here by the Lady Raiders as Dean misses the second. Felton with the rebound.
Again, it's been almost 11 years to the day since Tech hit the century mark. Still plenty of time to try to get there.
So foul called on Scolvin. That's Scolvin's 4th foul. Scolvin and Stewart now both with 4. Underwood re-enters the game. Underwood with 3 fouls. And Dean will bring it up. 5 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lady Raiders leading at 85-38. Dean with 9 points and an assist tonight.
Dean's created a lot off the dribble by herself here in the quarter.
Bowser from the corner for 3. Doesn't go. Olabode fighting for the rebound. They should get called for the push from behind. That would be her 3rd foul of the night. 9.2 seconds left to go here in the quarter. Bowser almost got the steal. You gotta like that, to see that from the Lady Raiders. It'd be easy to tap the brakes here with the big lead, but they're still showing some defensive intensity.
Yep, still applying some pressure.
So foul called.
And again, it's an opportunity to work on things. You know, this game's well in hand, but still 10 minutes of actual game time. And you know, I talked to Coach Corkery prior to the game and said, "You guys ready to go?" And he said, "It's been 8 days. We've been going against each other for 8 days." Yeah, absolutely, we're ready to go. We like the opportunity to see another team and have to work through things, and then have the opportunity to see some film against another team and work on things, look at things that we could potentially correct, praise things that went well. There'll be a little bit of both of those as this team will do some film study over the next few days.
Underwood makes the both. Lead back to 45. Dean, who's been called for the foul, quickly brings it up. A little bit out of control, but gets it knocked away and draws the foul. It'll be on Poole, her first foul of the night. Poole has 11 points. Hernandez leads the way with 12. CookTaylor leading the way for all scorers for Texas Tech with 26. Dean has a chance here to become the 4th Lady Raider in double figures and does join CookTaylor, Brooks, Bowser, and now Dean with 10. She misses the second, and then battling underneath. I think the foul was called on Poole. Pushing off against Olabode, so Olabode will go to the line.
Trade out at the line. But Tech still over 50% in every shooting category. Field goals, 3 points, free throw as well.
Olabode makes the first.
And not only shooting well, but at the 25th free throw attempt tonight.
So this is the most points Tech has scored in 2 years. Keep looking for bigger numbers. The next one would be 94, which they scored against Louisiana Monroe in 2011. Olabode makes them both. She now has 9 points. So the long-range three doesn't go, and Texas Tech now leads it heading into the 4th quarter by 48 points, 88-40. You're watching Texas Tech TV on Fox.
Dad was always playing, and if he wasn't playing, there was always music in the back.
Music is an expression. You want to say something. I'm James Braxton, and I'm 95 years old.
His heart valve was not opening and closing properly. They were going to have to go in there and open it up or replace it. The procedure at Covenant went great, and I got my dad back.
Out here, we do things a little different.
Scholarships change lives.
We take care of our own, so someday we can give back and make a difference.
And out here, we get our guns up.
And now has a man downfield. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Go! Texas Tech.
American campus communities, where students love living. With 6 unique communities all located just steps from the Texas Tech campus, no matter what you're looking for, American campus has got you covered. With unmatched modern amenities, including fully loaded game rooms and state-of-the-art computer and fitness centers, outdoor recreation including resort-style swimming pools, plus a variety of spacious floor plans with private bedrooms and bathrooms and designer interior finishes. You're gonna love it here. AmericanCampus.com. Apply online today.
Texas Tech University.
Texas Tech leading Southeastern Louisiana 88-40 as we start the 4th quarter. The Going Band here, a good crowd here on a chilly November evening in Lubbock, Texas at the United Supermarkets Arena. Robert Giovanetti and Andy Penny here with you, along with Justin Nusser. And Texas Tech banging on the door of 100 points would be the first time they have scored 100 points or more, if they get there, since December 6, 2004. Long time.
It's Alicia Robertson and company, I believe, in 2004.
Yeah, Alicia Robertson had 37 points in that game.
Well, Tech doing the little things right. Excuse me, Robert. 38 points now in the paint, 30 points off of turnovers, 24 fast break points. Only 2 offensive turnovers in that quarter after 14 in the first half. Really cleaned that up. Just had 2 turnovers there in quarter number 3.
Rowe comes away with the rebound. Texas Tech with Bowser, Dean, Rowe, Grant, and Paige Parliament seeing her first action of the night on the floor for Texas Tech. Underwood, Anderson, Hernandez, Stewart, and Poole on the floor for Southeast Louisiana. As we enter the final 10 minutes, Bowser draws the foul. Hernandez called for the foul. Her second of the night. 3 Lady Lions are in foul trouble. Stewart, Scovin, both with 4, Underwood with 3. Olabode, the only Lady Raider in foul trouble with 3. Parliament had a bucket against Niagara. See her on the floor. She is a fan favorite, does a good job with the fans as Rowe throws that away. But Rowe comes away with the rebound when Anderson can't finish, and Grant on the other end gets the bucket. Grant now with 9 points to go with her 9 rebounds, and she could get her second double-double of the season.
Robert, we're in rare territory where this could play out where Tech might have as many as 7 in double figures tonight.
I think Hernandez has decided here in this fourth quarter, I'm going to let it fly.
And that might be where the 27 threes per contest go, as Lady Lions have had tough luck here in their first 3 games, each of their first 3 games.
They get it down to Grant. Grant with 11 now. So she's the 5th, right, Andy,
yes.
Now in double figures?
She is number 5, yes.
And 10 rebounds, so she has a double-double. She had a double-double. She's a Big 12 player of the week, and she gets the steal, and she wisely gets it to Dean, and Dean gets fouled hard by Stewart. Crushing blow from Stewart. You see there, Grant sticks her hand in, gets the steal, and then says, I'm going to let the pesky point guard take it to the bucket. And that will be Stewart's 5th foul of the night, and she will take a seat on the bench. I guess, did they call it a...
I think they called it intentional foul here.
Intentional foul, right. Went to the head.
A little bit of a frustration foul, I'm sure.
So Stewart sits with 3 points and 7 rebounds.
As we talked about, just a gauntlet of a schedule here for Lady Lions out of the chute with game at Arkansas. Arkansas 44-point win. Played well with Auburn, only lost by 12 to Auburn, but then Georgia Tech earlier this week, 102-49. So just a frustrating stretch for Southeastern out of the chutes.
He makes the first. She has 11 points.
Again, it's about perspective here for Southeastern. Conference play is coming down the road, and that's really what matters. This is all about trying to get better as the season continues.
Dean is now 3 of 6 from the free throw line. Texas Tech will retain possession. 94 points now for the Lady Raiders. That's their most in 4 years. Again, they had 94 against the University of Louisiana Monroe in 2011. Sanders has replaced Rowe. Parliament down the baseline. Doesn't go. Rebound for Felton. Well, you like the way Dean plays. She gets in passing lanes. She is disruptive. She's shown us some offense tonight.
I love the 2, what I call point guard look with Dean and Bowser both out on the floor. Bowser playing some 2 now as Dean's running the show. And you look at this lineup, you have 4 players. Bowser with some experience out on the floor from last year, but not deep in experience. Parliament was on the roster last year, did not play much. And then you have Sanders as well as Grant and Dean out on the floor. Again, this is the opportunity you like. Just playing time, build some chemistry between some different lineups, see what happens.
Rebound by Felton. Tech with 16 steals on the night. 17 assists, 26 fast break points, just 2 fast break points for the Lady Lions. Nice move there by Hernandez. Air ball from the corner, and Grant comes away with the rebound. Her 11th board of the night. Tech on the move. Bowser gets it to Grant right about the free throw line and gets it to go. And Grant with 13 points and 11 boards, and really she's been kind of quiet all night too, hasn't she?
Yeah. Considering all things considered, your Big 12 Player of the Week is your 5th Lady Raider to get into double figures. And yeah, she's been the quiet one with just a double-double, 13 points, 11 rebounds.
And just a routine night.
And if she hits that free throw line jump shot consistently with how she plays down low, that's dangerous. Of course, there's Olabode who's back in. Olabode loves that shot from top of the key. She can hit that 15-foot jump shot, 15 and out foot jump shot. A lot of depth from really, your number 5 position, Olabode and Grant, that can extend the floor.
Bowser takes it to the basket, gets it to go, and she'll get a free throw to go with it. Bowser now with 17 points on the night. Andy, does Bowser not look like a different player to you this year than last year?
I was thinking the same thing. Just, her first go around in Big 12 play, and just really looked timid all of last year. But there's certainly a confidence about the senior out of Kansas. Just really a floor leader, and that's something this team needed. Is the scores are there with Brooks and CookTaylor, and already what you're seeing with Grant. The scores will be there. Who would be the floor general? And that was a question mark for this team, but Bowser's really answered the call here early.
Fielder stuck with it. Finally gets it to go. Cuts the lead back down to 56. And a turnover for the Lady Raiders. That ended a 13-0 run for Texas Tech, that bucket. Mendes tried the no-look pass, knocked away by Bowser. 17th steal of the night. Grant running the floor, doesn't go. Parliament with the putback. That's 100 points for the Lady Raiders. First time they've done that since 2004. How about Parliament there to take advantage of the putback?
You talked about the fan favorite who gets in here near the end to put Tech on the century mark. A little smile from Coach Whitaker and company across the way. And it all started with defense again. Hands in the passing lane, running the floor. Transition bucket even on a second chance opportunity.
I see McKenzie and Dean back in the game. Grant will leave. Grant with 13 points, 11 rebounds. Bowser leaves. Bowser with 15 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Hernandez makes the second. That makes it 100-44. So Dean with the ball. Just a little bit more than 5 minutes to go here in the ball game. Sanders for 3. Airballs it, but McKenzie's there. Doesn't go. Sanders back, doesn't go. Sanders with one more chance, it doesn't go. And out come the Lady Lions, and Scolvin misses the layup. Doesn't go. Another battle. McKenzie comes away with it and get called for the travel. So that was quite a exchange there. An exchange, and still the ball hasn't gone in the bucket.
Reminds me of some YMCA games I've been a part of.
Fielder doesn't get it to go. Sanders comes away with it, and Fielder gets called for the foul. So we're going to take a break. Tech leads it 100-44. We'll be back after this. You're watching Texas Tech TV on Fox.
Go ahead and sign in.
You need a pen?
Mom says I'm so contagious.
Skip the chaos and the germs. Log in to waitfromhome.com. See wait times at over 15 UMC clinics. And when it's time to come in, we'll call or text. Skip the wait. Waitfromhome.com.
Texas Tech has reached the century mark. They're leading the Lady Lions 100-44. Can't beat fun at the old United Supermarkets Arena. Nothing beats winning, and a big lead here for the Lady Raiders. And everybody doing a little dance, including this lady and Andy Penny. I'm Robert Juvenade alongside Andy Penny. And Andy, just been a good night all around for Texas Tech, I believe. And, you know, if you could point fingers at anything at the break, it would have been the turnovers, but just 4 here in the second half.
Tech really cleaned things up as well as they played in the first half. That was the downside, was 14 turnovers, just 4 here in the second half. And, you know, we've complimented the crowd tonight, and the crowd's seen a great show, and I think it's a sign of things to come here for Lady Raiders. They're still young. They've still got some growing to do, but I'll tell you, 2 games into this thing, impressive victory against Niagara, followed up with what will be an impressive victory number 2. You know, signs of great things to come here for Candy Whitaker in year number 3.
They're fun to watch. They play hard, and they have rewarded the fans here with a big number on the board, 100. Olabode doesn't go. Scolvin comes out of the scrum with the ball. Well, she just lowered her shoulder, went to the bucket, doesn't go. Another scrum, and this one will go the Lady Raiders' way on the alternating possession.
Felton comes out of there a little slow. Don't want to see that, especially with Warren, who's already hurt a knee tonight. Left the game in the 3rd quarter. Tech a quick turnaround back on the floor on the 24th. You're back at home against Idaho State, so another opportunity to improve. And Tuesday night, and they'll get that quick break. Really not a break. They'll make their way out to Las Vegas for Thanksgiving weekend.
Dean kicks it out to Sanders. Sanders for 3, doesn't go, but Parliament fights for the rebound and saves it to Dean, and Dean tried the old bus stop move, and then a foul called. I think that was on Scolvin. That's Scolvin's 5th foul. Should be the 2nd Lady Lion to foul out as Underwood quickly comes in to replace Scolvin. So Dean at the free throw line. Dean with 12 points on the night. Makes the first. Dean 5 of 8 from the free throw line. Tech 21 of 30 from the free throw line. 70%. And she makes the 2nd.
Again, the 14 points, not only a career high, but the first 14 of her career to win scoreless in game 1. So
again, getting in the passing lane and knocks it off of DeLon. So again, Dean with those quick hands forces the turnover.
Turnovers adding up for SLU now, 26.
And just 18 for the Lady Raiders after having 14 and a half. Olabode goes right to the bucket with the left hand, gets it to go, and Olabode now in double figures with 11 points. That's the 6th Lady Raider now to score in double figures.
Have to love the balance in scoring. You know, you'll see that. You won't see 6 in double figures very often, but just the balance all the way across. That's something that will have to stay consistent. On a night when CookTaylor, maybe the jump shot's not falling, or Brooks is not hitting that 3-point shot, or even down on the inside, Grant's not having the night, it'll be an opportunity for other players to pick up the scoring options.
And as you might imagine, 60 points is the largest lead of the night. The lead is larger than the total number of points for the Lady Lions. There's a steal by Underwood. And a spin move, just rejected by Olabode. And then the foul by Sanders right here at midcourt.
This will be a fun one to watch.
That was just dominant. Not so fast.
What a great look by camera crew.
As always, right there on the shot. 7 blocks tonight for the Lady Raiders. Again, there's not really many stats you can look at. They're just thrown away there by Steers. I think just now getting a little bit frustrated, some of these Lady Lions. It's 27 turnovers on the night. Dean, quick hands, doesn't go. McKenzie there for the putback, and she'll go to the free throw line to add another. McKenzie with her first bucket of the night. She does have 6 rebounds, however.
Again, McKenzie not your scoring option. She knows her role as well, and that's her role right there. Crash the boards, offensive rebound, second chance opportunities. You know, she's one that, again, will have to come in. She'll play quick spurts. She'll play 2, 3, 4 minutes at a time, but just enough to give breathers to some of the other post players. But those are crucial 2, 3, 4 minutes when she's in the basketball game.
107 points. Tech on a 7-0 run over the last minute and a half since reaching 100. It's been over 3 minutes since Southeastern Louisiana has scored. And there's about 2.5 minutes left to go. And then again, I tell you what, when Dean is on the floor, there's always a bit of action happening. She doesn't just sit back. Mentioned Tech traveling to Las Vegas. The Lady Lions will go to Wright State on Monday for a game. Spin move doesn't go. Parliament comes away with the rebound. Gets it to Dean. There's been a lot of scrums here late, a lot of action, and there's a bucket by Underwood. A little defensive pressure applied. McKenzie can't get it in. Timeout called by the Lady Raiders. So with a minute 53, the lead is at 61. Let's do our Red Raider Club player of the game, and we haven't seen her in quite a while, so you don't want to forget about Ivonne CookTaylor. But she has 26 points on the night, 12 of 15 from the floor, 1 of 1 from beyond the arc. Just a good night for Ivonne CookTaylor, Andy. And again, don't even have it on there, but 7 steals, which is also a career high.
Yeah, 7 steals, 5 assists, and all in 3 quarters of play. Has not played here in the 4th quarter. And again, she has to take maybe the lead that Amber Battle left as the leading scorer for this team and the one that is the go-to player when the Lady Raiders need points. She comes through tonight with 26 on 12 of 15 shooting.
Career high in points, career high in assists, career high in steals. Your player of the game brought to you by the Red Raider Club. Your support, their effort, our fearless champions, Ivonne CookTaylor. And she got a little bit of a rest as well. So Tech looking to match the 109 that the program scored against Miami back in 2004. That would be the most for the program in the last 11 years. And they may do it on the free throw line as Underwood called for her 4th foul. And Dean will go to the free throw line. Dean with 14 points. CookTaylor with 26, followed by Bowser with 17, Brooks with 15, Dean with 14. Now still 14. Grant with 13 and Olabode with 11.
Still up over 50%. 39 of 72, 54% from the field.
It's the second.
34 free throw attempts. It's creating extra opportunity.
From 3, doesn't go. Rebound pulled down by Steers. Underwood drives, makes the driving jumper. So the lead again at 60. Minute 20 left to go in this one. Dean kicks it out to Sanders, back underneath to McKenzie. Good catch by McKenzie, but then turns it over. So as we near the 1 minute mark, Underwood will let the much go before she picks up the ball to save some time on the clock, and then she has an opening down the baseline, doesn't go. McKenzie comes away with the rebound. Oh, McKenzie with the elbow. And that'll be right into Underwood's face. That was, I don't think it was obviously not intentional, Andy, but if you take another look.
I think they've called.
Right into the cheek.
I think they've called one. They call the intentional foul.
Intentional foul, yes.
That's a tough one to take for Underwood. Like right under the chin, the throat area.
So the flagrant foul on McKenzie. And I just think that's one of those that you really don't have a choice on a call like that. So Underwood will shoot the free throws. With a minute 5 left to go. The officials discussing this right now. Candy Underwood talking to
there
her Lady Raiders.
There was a conversation after the officials were talking, with Mackenzie as well. Just
they're going to take a look over at the replay.
Yeah, Mackenzie kind of lost her cool a little bit. Didn't necessarily agree with the call, but we'll see that again.
Underwood and Mackenzie got kind of tangled up, and Mackenzie gets the elbow right, as you mentioned, right under the jaw and the cheek there.
That's a tough one. Of course, Underwood's had a frustrating night. That's not going to help the cause. We talked about her in our opening tonight, coming in the leading scorer for this team. She has 6 points now, but 4 of those have come here in the last minute. So really had 2 points leading up to the last few possessions. So it's been a frustrating night, and that's not going to help her cause. Physical shot here at the end of the game.
So Underwood will go to the free throw line, and I believe Mackenzie will leave the game. She's been ejected, I believe. She'll leave the floor. It's a flagrant 2 free throws, and Mackenzie, it appears, has been ejected from the game. So Underwood will shoot the free throws. Makes the first. So misses the second.
That's unfortunate. That takes a little wind out of the sails of what's been a good night.
Let's see. But Candy Underwood and Brandy Poole, Matt Corkery, the coaching staff. Didn't see Coach Caldwell just out of that shot. Over Grant. Grant comes down with the rebound. So Grant able to come in and add to the stat line. Gets the outlet pass to Olabode. Dean now on the move. Gets it to Sanders. Sanders doesn't go. Tries again. Gets it. And fouled. 110 points now for the Lady Raiders. Again, the most they have scored in 11 years since December 6, 2004.
Well, it was Parliament earlier with her first bucket of the night that put Tech at the 100 mark, and now it's Sanders with her first bucket of the night to put Tech on a new high since the last 11 years, since 2004.
Well, I don't understand. They made the basket. She missed a free throw, so I'm not sure why she would get another free throw, which she wouldn't. She'll just get the one. And so I think the refs are tired, too. They've called a lot of fouls. Called 43 fouls here tonight.
And again, the 110 exceeds the 109 that they scored versus Miami December 6th, 2004.
Underwood draws the foul on Dean. Underwood will go back to the line. She has 7 points. She is 3 of 4 from the free throw line tonight.
At the line, Caitlin Underwood.
As you can see there on your screen, 33.3 seconds left to go.
Shooting 2.
And Texas Tech will be 2-0 as soon as this one is over, with Idaho State coming to town on Tuesday. Makes the second. So 30 seconds left to go. Dean with the ball. Dribbling around her is 2 seconds difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Olabode pulls up, draws the foul on DeLon. Nobody's in any hurry to get out of here.
Get our money's worth tonight.
DeLon is the third Lady Lion to foul out. Felton will enter the game. Olabode will go to the line. She has 11 points tonight, along with 2 rebounds. Olabode 5 of 6 from the free throw line tonight. DeLon leaves with a pretty inauspicious line. No points and a rebound. So Olabode makes the first.
I I'll tell you, I think at the end of the night, you really like some things. You solidified CookTaylor, I think, as your go-to scorer. You solidified Brooks at that 2 spot. That's her natural position. I think you've put some confidence in your freshman point guard, Japrice Dean. A lot of quality minutes, but can play on the collegiate level. It's good to see her block.
And this one, 5 seconds left to go, and I was just about to say Dean will dribble this out, and then Underwood with the foul, and that's her 5th foul. 4 Lady Lions have now fouled out. We'll finish this one up eventually. With the lead back at 60. Dean with 15 points. She can join Bowser as the second leading scorer tonight, Andy. If she makes them both, then she makes the first.
So it became Brooks who hit all the threes early with a quiet 15 tonight to finish 4th in the scoring column.
Dean now with 17. 113, and I believe that'll be it. The final desperation 3 doesn't go, and Texas Tech wins it by a score of 113 to 51. Texas Tech improves to 2-0 on the year. The Lady Lions drop to 0-4 on the season. And again, an offensive explosion tonight for Texas Tech. The most points scored in the program since back in December of 2004. Texas Tech wins it by a score of 113 to 51 as we see Candy Whitaker as her Lady Raiders now 2-0 on the season. That will do it. Texas Tech wins it 113 to 51 for Andy Penny, Justin Nusser, and the rest of the Texas Tech TV on Fox crew. I'm Robert Giovanetti. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good night.